Bună ziua, domnule ambasador, și mulțumim pentru găzduire și pentru că ați acceptat invitația noastră de a vă lua un interviu exclusiv pentru Ecopolitic.
With pleasure.
Domnule ambasador, în urmă cu câteva zile, mai exact pe 17 aprilie 2022, a fost aniversarea a 25 de ani de la semnarea declarației comune a miniștrilor afacerilor externe ai României și Italiei privind parteneriatul strategic dintre România și Italia. Ce ne puteți spune la 25 de ani de la semnarea acestui parteneriat?
25 years ago, the foreign ministers of Romania and Italy concluded a joint declaration on the strategic partnership, which is a very live document, still valid today. But we have to assess what results have been accomplished during this time, and Italy is glad to have accompanied Romania to join European Union and NATO, and we should also look forward. That's why after the first update of the strategic partnership in 2008, the two foreign ministries are now negotiating a new version of the declaration on the enhanced strategic partnership. What is the new element of the document that the two foreign ministers will sign soon? Our partnership should not be limited just to bilateral issues, but the two countries should be open to offer a contribution to issues in the global agenda. Let's think at the fight against climate change and accompany the double transition, digital and ecological transition. That's why the next declaration on the joint strategic partnership shall assume more ambitious objectives, because the two countries have a significant potential of cooperation to leverage on for the benefit of the larger international community. Of course, starting from the main fora of which we are both member states, like the European Union and NATO.
Ați avut o întâlnire cu ministrul Justiției român, domnul Cătălin Predoiu, la începutul lunii martie. În cadrul acestei întâlniri am remarcat două puncte pe care aș dori să le dezvoltăm. Un element de interes ridicat de dumneavoastră a fost consolidarea legislației antimafia în ambele state. De ce are nevoie România de o legislație antimafia? Există structuri mafiote pe teritoriul României sau există un risc major de apariție acestor structuri? Dacă da, pe ce domenii, zone sunt cel mai des observate aceste structuri? Și al doilea punct, se făcea referire în întâlnire de grupul de lucru româno-italian pe tema răpirilor internaționale de copii, acest grup înființat anul trecut. Când va avea loc o primă întâlnire, când vor demara primele lucrări comune între cele două grupuri româno-italian?
Thank you for this question. First of all, I would like to start from the Italian experience and the assessment of what mafia is today in the globalized economy. Mafia has changed a lot in the last few decades. It is not anymore a criminal group, organized criminal syndicate that uses the violence and the intimidation. Rather, criminal groups now make use of corruption to attain their criminal objectives. This means that mafia has become able to infiltrate the public administration through corruption and is able to alter market dynamics through money laundering. We need to improve our tools to combat mafia globally, because the economic interests of mafia range several regions, several areas in the world. So it's not just a matter of Italy, of Europe, of Romania. Mafia have expanded their criminal business almost everywhere. So mafia have significantly changed in the Italian experience of law enforcement, of the judiciary fighting mafia. We have understood the importance of three crucial points. First of all, specialization of investigation and prosecution. We need judges, magistrates that are specialized for combating mafia and organized crime. Second, the fight against mafia-owned economic assets. So asset freezing and asset seizing are crucial instruments to deprive mafia from their economic power and their economic gains. Third, it is important to develop social use and destination of assets to the benefit of local communities that were deprived by criminal groups of these assets. There are important tools defined at European Union level in the form of the mutual recognition or through harmonization, important tools that have significantly improved our capacity to fight against mafias. But we need to do more. And in that sense, I raised the point with Minister Predoiu on the opportunity also to amend legislation in Romania about asset freezing, asset seizing, and especially to recognize the importance of a judicial administrator, of an expert well-versed in economic and business matters that can help the judge to ensure the continuity of the business of a company in case the company is frozen and the activities, the business of the company is frozen, that can help maintain the business, changing the control of the company and preserving jobs of people working for this company. This was the specific point that I raised, and I hope that in the near future, also through enhanced consultation at bilateral level with Italy, we may see some progress in this respect. I would like to highlight, if you allow me, the importance of the lesson of the Italian judge Giovanni Falcone, who was murdered by mafia almost 30 years ago. And in a month, we will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the attack near Palermo that caused the death of Judge Giovanni Falcone and of his wife. We will celebrate this anniversary also in Bucharest. The lesson of Giovanni Falcone has been fundamental for the progress at international level of enhanced tools to fight organized crime and corruption. And I have seen also in my previous job how important was the lesson of Falcone, follow the money, for the improving of the UN, Council of Europe and other multilateral fora to better fight organized crime and corruption. That's why I believe that also in the framework of the European Union, building on the progress made within the Commission on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice of the UN in Vienna, we may soon consider and examine a proposal, a directive proposal on the fight against organized crime, anti-mafia directive at European Union level. I think the day is approaching. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to Minister Predoiu regarding the second issue that you raised, the matter of child custody. Yes, this is an issue of our bilateral relations. We have more than 30 cases of child that have been brought back to Romania. They used to live in Italy with their parents, and they've been brought to Romania. We stress the importance of ensuring the right of fathers to visit their child, and this working group should now start its work, and I'm grateful to Minister Predoiu because he accelerated this setup of the working group by designating experts on the Romanian side. Finally, I would like to inform you that soon the Embassy of Italy in Bucharest will be strengthened through the position of legal expert that will come to Romania and will assist me in improving bilateral cooperation in legal matters, so a legal expert covering a wide range of issues, and I think that our cooperation in all these fields will improve significantly.
Italia ocupă locul 2 în topul partenerilor comerciali ai României și locul 5 în topul investitorilor străini din punct de vedere al capitalului investit. Menționez totodată că în total în România sunt 23.000 de societăți italiene care acoperă toate sectoarele, iar comerțul bilateral a ajuns la aproape 15,4 miliarde de euro anul trecut. Care sunt perspectivele dezvoltării acestor relații? Ce vă propuneți în mandatul dumneavoastră de ambasador al Italiei în România? La ce nivel să ajungă aceste relații economice româno-italiene?
Thank you for this question, which gives me the opportunity to highlight the important dimension of economic and investment relations between Italy and Romania. Yes, we are the second commercial partner. You have said the fifth in terms of stock of invested capital. We are the first country in terms of number of investments because the presence of Italian companies in Romania is very widespread, covers all județ, all areas of Romania, different size of companies from small, medium to large groups. And we count 9 billion euros of stock of Italian investments in Romania. So significant numbers, also important job opportunities for Romanian people. Italian companies cover almost all business areas, from consumer goods to manufacturing, technology, energy, nuclear energy, renewables, defense, aerospace, construction, infrastructures. So we can offer a wide range of opportunities to the market of goods and services. I believe that since Italian companies have been working and investing in Romania for the last 30 years, they have significant expertise, know-how, good knowledge of the country, and they are well placed to provide a significant contribution to the implementation of the objectives of PNRR of Romania. So for the future, we would like to seize the opportunities and contribute to the modernization and development of Romanian economy and society, and moreover, to think about, and this is a point which is specific to the objectives of my mandate, to assess the trajectory of future Italian investments in Romania. After the first 30 years, we have attained some objectives. We should understand where the Italian investments in Romania should go. This requires an important market analysis, research projects, and we are now making the preparations for this ambitious objective and to focus on the future of Italian investments in Romania, which means giving a new sense to the presence of Italian companies, as well as invest on the qualifications, on the training, on professional training of people working for Italian companies here.
Având în vedere că în Italia comunitatea românească este una dintre cele mai mari, având chiar și reprezentanți în administrația publică, cred că avem chiar un viceprimar român acolo, cum vede Italia relaționarea dintre cele două țări, ținând cont de faptul că avem, mă repet, peste 1 milion de români care sunt în Italia, menționând că în România există un reprezentant al minorității italiene în Camera Deputaților din Parlamentul României.
This is a very important point of strength of our bilateral relations. The exchanges and the bonds between our two peoples. The presence of Romanians in Italy is remarkable. Romanians are the first foreign community, the first expat community in Italy. They are very well integrated. They bring an important contribution to the growth of the Italian economy. And this recognition, this acknowledgement has now become common sense for both the leadership of Italy and Romania. So we appreciate very much the role and also the social standing of Romanian community in Italy, which has improved a lot in the last 15 years. And we should build upon this significant preferential asset for our bilateral relations. This is a point that correctly has been repeatedly highlighted by President Iohannis, by Foreign Minister Aurescu, and by many political leaders and personalities that I have met in the first 9 months of my mission here in Bucharest. So my message to the Romanian community in Italy is to continue to give a positive contribution to the development of economic and social, and I would say also cultural at large exchanges between our two countries.
Am observat că în mandatul dumneavoastră a pus accent pe evenimentele ce au în prim plan zona economică, de exemplu prima ediție a Italian Business Integrity Day de la București, de pe 12 aprilie, unde ne-am și întâlnit la Palatul Parlamentului. Ce urmează? Ce alte evenimente pregătiți în perioada următoare?
This is an important aspect that I would like to work on, to try to accompany the activity of Italian businesses, of Italian companies, towards more innovation, more sustainability, and also legality, ethics, ethic in business. This is very important. I think that companies working on international markets, multinational companies, have understood that reputational advantage becomes also a competitive advantage, and compliance programs and internal control systems are crucial also for the reputation of the company on the part of the public opinion, the stakeholders, the shareholders, and the public sector with which companies make contracts and do business. We organized with the Parliament of Romania the first edition of the Italian Business Integrity Day. I would like to continue this experience and present to stakeholders of Romania the practices, the experiences, the path towards integrity, transparency, and sustainability of Italian companies, and we will continue also in the near future. And I'm grateful for the partnership that was extended to me by George Tuzza, Questor of the Chamber of Deputies, with whom we organized the workshop of last week.
Știm că Italia candidează la organizarea expoziției mondiale din 2030. Ce așteptări aveți de la România legat de o eventuală susținere a candidaturii Italiei pentru organizarea acestei expoziții mondiale?
Thank you for your question. The government has presented the candidature of Rome to host Expo 2030. Unfortunately, you know, Rome was a candidate city in early 40s of last century when Eur quarter was built for that specific purpose. But I'm joking. We have decided to put the candidature because we consider that throughout the centuries, the city of Rome has represented a lot of changes. Rome showed to the world its capacity to interpret different vocations, different dimensions, from the being a treasure, cultural treasure, the heritage of the past centuries, to be an important center for research, for universities. Rome is characterized by a significant greenery dimension, the territory of Rome. So the city has changed a lot during the centuries, and we thought that it is well placed to interpret the meaning of urban regeneration. This is the theme of the Rome candidature for 2030. We are now campaigning in favor of the candidature of Rome. We have presented the candidature to the Romanian authorities, to the foreign ministry, and not only. And we count on the support of Romania, of course, but especially of the wide range of European Union member states, because Rome is the only candidature by a European Union country for the 2030 Expo. We would like to build upon the positive experience of Milan, and we also consider that after the editions of Dubai last year and Osaka in 2025, after 2 Asian countries, it would be time for Expo to be hosted again in Europe. I would like to also underline that organizing the Expo in Rome may give the opportunity to several Romanian stakeholders, and especially some municipalities, to develop joint projects on smart cities, innovative ecosystems. Romania is expressing very interesting cases and good practices that should be learned also abroad. So I think there is also a good potential for bilateral projects in the field of urban regeneration, greenery, smart cities, and I would very much like to make an appeal to all Romanian stakeholders to support the candidature of Rome and then work together on joint projects.
În încheiere, vă rog să transmiteți un mesaj românilor, mai ales că suntem la câteva zile înaintea Paștelui Ortodox și la câteva zile după Paștele Catolic.
I would like to extend my warmest greetings and best wishes for the Orthodox Easter that I understand is a very important religious occurrence, festivity, maybe more important than Christmas itself. And so happy Easter to everyone. I hope that all Romanian citizens, all families may enjoy peace, may stay in peace with themselves and with the world. And I think it's important to underline the common values that we have, and especially in these very difficult and dramatic moments of the war in neighbor Ukraine, we should stick to peace also in our personal beliefs and behaviors, peace and reconciliation with the others. And this is a hope that I would like also to share with all Romanians living in this country, and also to the Romanians living in Italy, that are so important also for the credibility of our bilateral relation. Thank you. Mulțumesc.